This portly man, believe it or not, is a wealthy tycoon, born into a mining family. His luck ran out when the family business began to decline just as it was passed down to his generation. The company's stock plummeted to a mere 4 cents per share. When he sought out investors, they wouldn't even grant him a meeting. Little did anyone know, in a short while, his company's market value would soar past $1 billion, driving all of Wall Street into a frenzy over him. His billion-dollar fortune all started with a dream. In this dream, he found himself in a jungle, with many workers digging for him. The man overseeing the operation was named Mike, a geologist who had once discovered the largest copper mine in Southeast Asia. In reality, the two men had met briefly once before. Upon waking, the man believed this dream to be a divine revelation from God. He tracked down Mike's contact information, pawned off the gold watch he had bought for his wife, gathered all his belongings, and flew to Indonesia without hesitation. There, he met Mike, who, despite once being an industry star, had fallen on hard times. After several failed explorations, no one believed in Mike's theories anymore. The two outcasts, rejected by their industry, hit it off immediately. The man agreed to provide the funds, while Mike would find the location. They were determined to make all those who would look down on them regret it. Geologist Mike took the man to a place he had been eyeing. As the man looked out, he was stunned. The scene before him was identical to what he had seen in his dream, further solidifying his resolve. The man grabbed a napkin and scribbled out a 50-50 contract. They both signed their names and shook hands on the deal, using Mike's legendary experience as a selling point. The man first attracted a group of small-scale investors, successfully raising $260,000 in startup funds. They immediately purchased a set of drilling equipment and hired local workers to begin digging day and night. They wasted no time in sending the extracted samples to the lab for testing, to see if they contained any traces of gold. However, things didn't go as smoothly as they had hoped. The assay reports kept coming back, each one worse than the last. Soon, the startup funds dwindled, and they couldn't even pay the workers' wages. The workers left one by one, and no amount of persuasion could make them stay. The man lay helplessly in the mud, but even worse was yet to come. He contracted a severe case of malaria and was on the brink of death, lying in bed. Before losing consciousness, he took out the last $2,300 he had on him and told Mike, "Don't let me die with nothing." Those words struck a chord with Mike. They had no way out now. Mike began to visit each worker, learning that they all faced drinking water problems. So, he used the $2,300 to buy a water filter, using it as a bargaining chip to persuade the workers to return, with the work able to continue. A week passed. When the man woke up again, he found Mike sitting beside him, looking somber. The man, having beaten malaria, finally received good news. The assay report showed that the area they were digging contained 8 ounces of gold per ton, meaning they had found a gold mine with an enormous gold content. The two grown men hugged each other tightly. This time, they were going to strike it rich. In fact, this story is only just beginning.